Brother Steve from Hollywood, California, a bishop, a recording artist, a businessman. William P. Campbell, much more after this.
From Hollywood.
Yo, DJ, are you done mixing yet?
Your DJ has only just begun.
Hello, I'm Bishop T.D. Jakes, and you're watching Brother Steve TV.
Hey, it's LaToya Luckett, and you're watching Brother Steve TV.
This is Rance Allen, and you're watching my friend, Brother Steve TV.
Hey, y'all, this is Landry Johnson, and you're watching Brother Steve TV.
Hi, this is Rodney Darkchild Jerkin. This is Chris Tucker. This is Kirk Franklin. And you are watching Brother Steve. And you're watching Brother Steve. Brother Steve TV. Stay tuned.
From Hollywood, California, you're watching Brother Steve TV.
Hands up! LA, scream!
Hey, I'm Brother Steve from Hollywood, California. Here we are, y'all. Another Brother Steve live segment. You know, we interview some of the most interesting, wonderful, talented, and gifted people here across America and the entire world. And today is no different. Today is no different. You know, I'm excited. I'm excited. I'm going to say why I'm excited. Why am I excited? Because number one, it's 111 degrees outside. That's why I'm excited. And number two, today we've got recording artist, businessman, and bishop, the one and only Bishop William P. Campbell's in the house. Bishop, how you doing, Doc? How you doing, Doc?
I'm doing magnificent. Glad to be on the show.
Man, we're so glad to have you there. And you're sitting there with your one and only, your COO of your company, Brother David. David out there, college white. How you doing, Doc?
I'm doing pretty well. Thank you for asking.
Man, today we're excited. We want to see Bishop out there, and you're the presiding bishop as well of your fellowship. And we hope that some of your members will start commenting and posting comments, and we want them to say hello. And we're also going to do a replay of this broadcast. And you've got so many different things going on. You are a recording artist, a gospel recording artist. First of all, presiding bishop of the development of the denomination and the fellowship. And also you are a gospel recording artist, and you're also a businessman, executive. And you've got so many different things going on, over 17 different companies. Right. And you know what? You are busy. I thought I was busy, but you, Bishop, you got a lot to do. But you know what's great is that every time we try to reach out, the communication is great. You do return people's phone calls. So we got on that, you know, that's a success. Give us a quick tip on the success of running a successful business.
The template of success is consistency and persistency. You have to have faithfulness and you have to have commitment, but you have to also change your mind in order to reach success. You have to have a successful mindset. One thing that I had to learn, what God had to teach me, was I had to change my mind in order to be an impact to other people. Because when you're building companies, when you're building organizations, when you're the head man in charge, you have to not just think about for your company, but you have to think about the people that's going to draw to your company. And so you have to make products, you have to make things that will capture the audience and that will sell. Your company is a gift, but it's also to be given. So when you're giving something, you have to make sure that it's founded right, and that it has a good foundation, that it's solid, and that it's unshakable. Because anything that's unshakable, if the wind blow or a financial crisis hit, what is it going to do? It's going to fall. And so God gave me strategies. He gave me techniques that I use in order to build a strong foundation for each 17 of the companies under the corporation. So that's what I've done. That's where I've created much success in my life, because I built the foundation upon something that was solid. A lot of people try to build companies with what they're trying to make up, but I use what's proven to work. And when you use what's proven to work and you build on top of that, then there's nothing that you can't accomplish. There's no success that you can't reach. And so that's what I've done for over 10 years now.
What word of advice could you give right now to a young entrepreneur who want to be where you are a couple of years down the road, what word of advice can you give them to lift them up and to inspire them during this pandemic?
I'll say this: you have to be committed to what you are trying to put together. You can't be here 1 minute, there 1 minute. You can't make up your mind. You have to be stable. That's key when you're building a company. You cannot be unstable in your mind. You can't be unstable in your thoughts and what you're going to do and how you're going to do it. You have to have a made up mind. But also you got to have an investment mindset. Everything is not free. A lot of people want stuff free. I've invested over thousands and thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars in multiple companies just for my companies to grow. You have to invest. You have to deal with marketplace. You have to deal with marketing. You have to advertise your company. You have to create a budget. If you're trying to be an entrepreneur and you say that's your lane and that's what God called you to and that's your destiny, that's your purpose. Well, before you start a company, you have to have a strategy. How is this company going to last for 20, 30, 40 years? How is this company going to be an attribute and an asset to people's lives? How is this company going to grow revenue? How is this company going to stay on the market? What are we going to use? Who are we going to use? How are we going to go about it so that we have longevity, not just in what we're doing with the companies, but our products, our name. Branding is key. If you don't have good branding, nobody's going to pay attention to your company. That's just point blank period. If you do not have good branding and you don't have something that captures your audience, your company is not going to excel. And that's what I had to learn. I didn't get it right in the first couple of years. Somebody had to come along and teach me and show me. And as years passed on, I continued to grow and grow and grow. I'm still growing with 17 companies. I haven't reached a point of, well, I've achieved everything. I haven't. But when you're willing to listen, that's another thing. If you cannot be taught in this industry of business, you'll fail.
Brother David, working with a CEO who has so many different things going on, what is your, I would say, your key thing that you would say that you have to do to help Brother William to keep the operations going?
Absolutely. I appreciate that question. One of the key things I have to look at is what the vision is. A lot of times when we're developing something and we start a project, I have to listen. I have to listen very carefully to what the vision is, how he wants to operate that vision, how he wants to carry it out. And what I'm doing that whole time is looking for loopholes. So I want to be ahead of the curve. I want to anticipate any issues, any problems that may occur along that process of us carrying out that vision so that we already have a solution for it before it even comes up. So those are just, I would say that's probably the most basic thing. Organization, keeping things organized, making sure that something as simple as an appointment, making sure we don't miss an appointment, make sure everything's on task, making sure everything every person that we work with, every partnership, every connection, that there is a consistent flow. And I'm making sure that the development of that whole process out the entire time is smooth. You know, if there's anything that he's going to need, anything that the business is going to need, we make sure that we get that taken care of right away. And that's how we keep this a smooth sailing kind of a ship.
Well, you know, now I'm going to switch gears real quick. You also the presiding bishop of your denomination. Tell us about that and how the structure is and how it has grown.
God gave me this organization in 2017 of October. It's called Kingdom Age Movement of Fivefold Global Network. We're now in 6 states. We did have more. We're in 4 continents. God gave me the blueprint for this vision. When you talk about fivefold, you're talking about leaders. So my mandate is to bring reformation to leaders, connect leaders all over the world to come together as one body under a kingdom culture. A lot of people don't understand kingdom culture. When you have kingdom culture, that means you have kingdom DNA. And kingdom culture, kingdom DNA, it coincides with one another. So if we have leaders that follow the structure and the foundation of Christ, then we're moving in a supernatural movement. And so that's what God has mandated me to do all over the world, is bring leaders together with like mindsets, kingdomly, that have the same type of frequency. Because people don't understand, there's a frequency to heaven. There's a frequency to the kingdom. There's a frequency of marketplace. There's a frequency in identity and DNA. And if you're not matching that frequency, then what are you doing? You're not an asset. You're a liability. Mm-hmm. And so God gave me this vision. We had multiple people that helped build it. You know, there's a business structure. There's a organizational training leadership manual that we send to all the leaders that come apart and come under. A lot of my sons and daughters that God has given me in this network have come under. They have seen it grow because they applied the principle and the concept that I've given, that God has given me to put in the blueprint for them to be successful. So now we have with my personal ministry alone, a lot of them have changed their ministry names to that ministry and has built with leaps and bounds. We just actually not too long ago got the military of Uganda to back us. So if God is in something, then he's in it. Governmental officials, I have influence there. We're trying to set up something to meet with some of the presidents overseas in those countries. We have not yet been able to travel to some of them because of the government things that's been going on. But God has been good. It'll be 3 years in October.
Wow.
The network has been in existence, and I've seen people come, I've seen people go, but I can say this: the good has always outweighed the bad. We've had people, and God has given me a division to where I've created a United Nations World Leadership Summit for the apostolic, the prophetic, and the church side. We got one for the world side and all that, but we also have one for the church side, to where leaders from the churches, it's not just a church thing, it's marketplace people, business owners, governmental officials, people over jurisdictions, city council, all that is tied in one, to where we're coming together and we're thinking and creating ideas to impact the communities, to impact the government, to impact the other countries, the other states, and be what's the word I would use? Be a influence, where we can change certain things in our communities. Because if we're not a voice in our community, well, what's going to change? Because a lot of people look to the church. Right. But if the church doesn't have influence in the government and in the marketplace and in other areas, then how are we going to help the church?
Wow. With so many different things going on with the ministry and the church and Reformation and the other companies you have, and then you have an amazing record label.
Right.
And today we're so happy that we're going to premiere just a little clip of one of your songs out there from the Sounds of Soul Part 1. But right. This is I'm telling you, this song rings in my head literally every day. You know why? It just rings in my. It's a remake of a classic. It rings in my head. We're gonna be premiering that real soon. We also have the one and only Michael McCraddock here with us today. He's going to be joining us in just a few minutes. But tell me a little bit about this song that we're going to see a quick snippet of real quick. Tell me about this song. We're only going to play about a minute, everybody. So just get ready to go, and he's going to tell you how to download it, purchase it. But tell us about this song.
Right. So Nothing Like the Spirit. I was sitting in my house, and I was listening to Marvin Gaye, because that's one of my favorite artists. And I was listening to it, and all of a sudden, God gave me this song, and he said, well, do it. I said, no, I ain't about to do that, because I ain't be sitting in jail. I said, okay. So I took a leap of faith, and I'm like, okay, all right. Let me see how I can try to change it around. I know people going to catch on eventually of what y'all doing. So I'm like, well, let me try to do something to slow it down, to try to, do something. So I was in the studio, and God gave me the whole entire song. And we recorded it. I didn't know. Now, God told me it was going to be a hit. But I didn't know how much of a hit that it was going to be. To where that song has played everywhere. I've sung it everywhere. And it's big overseas now.
Wow.
It's over thousands and thousands and thousands and thousands almost close to the 100,000 streams that song has gotten, along with the other ones that's on the Sounds of Soul Part 1 album. But it's become a hit, and every time somebody listens to it, Marvin Gaye, oh, nothing like the Spirit. I mean, nothing like the real thing, baby. Tammy Terrell and Marvin Gaye.
Yeah.
So it's been a big help, not just to me, but to other people, and it's touched lives everywhere. I didn't know that I could be able to remix a song like that and be a hit, and follow Marvin Gaye's shoes.
But Brother David, how does this song bless you in your ministry?
How all of this blesses me. I too am an apostle. I'm a pastor of a church. And so just being connected to this, I also sing as well. I'm a musical person. So just even being a part of the label, I get to see artists develop their craft. I get to see them perfected. Even being with the CEO, Mr. William, it's nice to ride along and kind of be a part of the development of things, the vision, just help carry it. And we have a lot of great artists right now. The ones that just signed, and they're so talented. But even perfecting the image or how we market them, things like that, it blesses me because it's something that I learn just being a part of it.
How many artists do you have on your label, David?
We have 8.
Yep, we got 8 right now.
8. We just signed another one there in California.
Really?
California. We got 2 in California.
Yeah. All right then. All right, ladies and gentlemen, here we go. We want to make sure that those out there watching our broadcast is able to get this song. We're going to talk to Michael McCraddock in just a few moments. We're going to do the world premiere, just a snippet of this song, Nothing Like the Spirit, and we're going to come back in just a few moments, check it out. But you got to make sure you find a way, and he's going to tell you how you get your hands on this wonderful, wonderful song and all that and much more. Brother Steve from Hollywood, California, the world premiere. Here we go.
Ain't nothing like the Spirit of the Lord. Ain't nothing like your Spirit. Like the Spirit of the Lord. Ain't nothing like your Spirit. Oh Lord, we need your Spirit to rest, rule, and abide. Oh,
within us. Oh, hey.
I love it every time I listen to it. And one of my brothers, some of my brothers have sung with me. Actually, one of my other brothers, he's on there as well, singing some of the background. So,
man, that song is awesome. It's wonderful. We really appreciate everybody checking that song out. We've got one of your own artists here with us today, and we're going to go to him live. Michael McCraddock in the house. Mike, what's up, Doc?
Yeah, how's it going?
What's up, Mike?
There's Mike in the house. Mike, where are you located at?
I'm currently in Houston, Texas right now on the southeast side.
You in Houston, you are a recording artist with this awesome label, and I know that one of your first songs you wrote was called King of Fools, I believe.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
And you used to spend time on YouTube, but you dealt with depression and you dealt with things that was kind of hurting you. And let's talk about that real quick, about what words can you say to encourage other artists out there about perfecting their craft and letting the music that they write lift them up and encourage them?
Well, first of all, I'd like to start from the beginning. And bullying was a hard thing to go through, but eventually it became something that I needed to push myself in the certain type of areas of making my music, playing guitar and things like that. The fact that I had no one to talk to put me in a situation where I would stay to myself, and my mindset was, I need to figure out something to do, because my head was going different places, but I needed to stay focused on one thing. I've always wanted to learn how to play guitar. I've always wanted to sing, to always want to be on stage and do those type of things. My inspiration were, after a while, the people around me. So I've had 2 mentors. They were twins named Tori and Corey. I pray to God I could find them one day just to tell them how they changed my life and everything like that. An inspiration for me was the people around me and the silence, the quiet that I had to myself at certain points in time, that it helped me learn my craft, get better at my craft.
Talk about feeling rejected. How did you overcome feeling rejected, and how is it working with, I want to say, CEO, presiding Bishop William Campbell now, and the label? How has that helped you?
Getting rejected is always a hard thing to deal with, but these guys I know that no matter how many times you get rejected, there's always going to be that one moment in life that things are going to go right for you, and I'm hoping that this is the moment now. And I'm glad they gave me the opportunity to even be on this live stream with you and talking with you. And
wow,
these guys are great.
Tell us about. So when is your project coming out, and when can we hear it, and things of that nature? You want to speak to that, William or Michael?
Well, what's going on now, Mike? We've talked to Mike, so we're gonna do a photo shoot with him, and then we're gonna put him in the studio probably sometime this month. Actually, we're gonna get him prepared. Get him a single out, probably 1 or 2 songs on there, and push it out there. One thing I can say about Mike, for those of you that are watching around the world, Mike sings and his music is strictly from the heart, and you can feel it. He's a guitar player as well, so he plays his own music. So what we're gonna do is, and y'all get this for free. He's going to be doing a 2-song single. Just him and the guitar.
Mike, you got your guitar handy right now?
No, sir, not currently. We were in the process of moving, so everything's kind of everywhere.
Mike left the guitar packed up in the box. Mike, can you do some a cappella for us? Can you do some a cappella?
I'll do King of Fools.
Okay.
You made fun of me. It seems that everything I do, you had to laugh at me. How could you be so cruel? Well, I know you are. What am I? Well, I'm the smartest kid in class, and you're just another guy. But if you just talk to me, you would have seen I'm not that bad. But all you want to do is hurt me, and I was too scared to fight back. But if you're the king of fools, then why are you here? I guess that's why they called you the king of fools.
Wow, Mike, all right, Doc. Man, I know we can't wait to hear that come out. And I know we're going to do an awesome job to mix that track and make it wonderful.
Oh, definitely.
That's going to be off the chain. Look at David. He's so excited over there. He don't know what to do. He's like, okay, let me count the checks. And that's going to be coming in from those royalties from that awesome, we want to let people know, those of you who are watching our broadcast right now across America and the world, that hope you can share this broadcast. Some people may try to send us friend requests. We're going to try to answer as many as we can. But you can also email me. I'll put my email on the screen, or you can contact Bishop, and then Bishop out there to let you know how you reach us. But I'll put my email right there on the screen. And you can also join our music school as well to help you break into the entertainment and the music industry. Bishop, before we go, people are still I'm watching. People are still logging on. People are watching. What do you want to let people know? How can they get that song? How can they get that song?
They can get the Sound of Soul Part 1 on Spotify. It's on YouTube. It's on Apple Music. It's on Google Play. It's actually on all of them. On Deezer, Tidal, you name it. It's on there. And it's also on the record label's website as well.
All right. We can mention it. And if you need to reach him on his Facebook page, give out your Facebook page real quick, William, so they know how they can reach you on Facebook as well.
You can reach us on Facebook, William Campbell. I'm on Facebook. Just search William Campbell. You should see a picture of me in a red suit. Also, if you want to get a hold of us, you can email kingdomageglobal.enterprise@gmail.com.
So what's that email again, just in case there's an artist out there who's looking to get signed by a great label? Give us that email one more time.
Now that's for the corporation. Now I'll give you this.
Okay.
The record
so I can get signed. Okay, no problem.
Right. The record label email is kingdomageglobal.entertainment@gmail.com. That's for the record label.
Okay.
If you want to reach us, the corporate, you can email kingdomageglobal.enterprise@gmail.com.
All right. Is there a phone number you want to give out? We don't want to give out your cell number. People be blowing this up. Is there a phone number, David, that they can call the office where they can get more information about the company?
Now, I'll say this. We just closed on our headquarters building.
Wow.
So we move in this month on the 15th. We'll be doing a big red carpet official launching celebration on the 19th. Invitation only. So we'll send you an invite if you can come. So we're moving in there on 15th. So we move in there, then y'all can call that number because I won't be giving out my cell number. I'm sorry.
Okay, all right. He's not gonna give out his. Well, just in case. Well, let me give y'all his cell number anyway. Call him from Eric.
Now you can David just pulled up a Google number. You can call 856-624-3111. So again, that's 856-624-3111. Now Kyrie said he couldn't get back in, so he tried to get back in. So
yeah, we'll have to work out and get him on another interview. Bishop, any closing words, any comments that you want to say to the members of the Reformation, the members of the record label? And we thank you, Michael, so much for joining us for that wonderful.
No problem.
We hope that you can unpack your guitar one day. We'll get you back on the show.
So no problem.
Guitar, we get a little sneak peek of that as well. Bishop, any final closing words or comments?
He act like this is a benediction. Like my closing words and official remarks.
You are the bishop, so you got to respect the protocol.
Right.
We let the bishop almost have the final say, but this is my show, so I'm have the final say.
That's good.
So, but yeah, I just want to say to everybody that's watching, the label staff, the executive boards that's watching, my network that's watching, the churches, just keep your head up, even in the midst of this pandemic, in the midst of trials and tribulations, in the midst of people losing their jobs and losing their homes and all that. God is still in control. So trust God in everything, in every endeavor, in every situation, in every obstacle, because if you put your faith in God and you trust in God, God will never fail you. But if you put your faith in man, man could fail you at any time. So trust God in all that you go through, and know that God is working out everything according to his purpose. So all things are working together for the good of them that love the Lord and are called according to his purpose. All right, that's enough because I'm not about to preach on this life.
All right. There you are, the one and only William Campbell. Much more out there in our radio broadcast, the ones who are listening to us, also those who are watching live on Facebook. Thanks so much for joining us, Brother Steve, from Hollywood, California. We're going to leave you with another clip of this song to be an encouragement, a word of joy and blessing to you. Until then, from Hollywood, California, Bishop, stay on the line. William, stay on the line. We'll be right back. Until then, God bless you. We'll see y'all soon. Have a great weekend.
Nothing like the Spirit of the Lord. Ain't nothing like your Spirit.